from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This is Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Dorsett, 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Wilson on 1st down. He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Dolphins nothing.
But I can't go, no I can't go, and whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect, you're the more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said what's the good news? He said the good news is you made a lot. I said what's the bad news?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An option run with Tua. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Red, yellow. Month 56. Month 50.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play, it's 3rd down and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. They find some open field here. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the...
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. He was trying to go back to more there.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shot.
It's a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came to
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I'm starting to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the pass. Kill. Under 10. 10. Sponge. Check.
They'll start with the option. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Check back. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Seahawks 13. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They run again with Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brought him down. A gain of 13 yards.
Here's Carson.
First down, Seattle.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Logan. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Rita on the carry.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From midfield, here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 9 from the 44. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On the option, here's Tua. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Tua on 4th down. Room to run inside the 40. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
On 3rd down, Carson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10. But it brings up 4th down.
They run for it with Carson and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. It's a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.